Hey everybody, Sam Quinton with Sonoma Publishing right here in Frankfort, Kentucky. Um, I really did intend to post a lot more videos this year. Just January got away from me. We've been pretty darn busy with a lot of things going on. So, a couple of quick things about what's coming, and then on to some cool stuff. Coming next to our crowdfunding schedule is, of course, Necroholic Volume 3 by our very own Brian Lee. Now, Brian has been producing stuff for Sinopa since 2017. He's been on a number of different projects. Necroholic is wholly his own intellectual property, and we publish it for him. And Brian's been really good about letting us dip our toes into publishing works of other people by being the canary in the coal mine and letting us really work on getting those books out. For those of you who don't know Necroholic, this is the story of Olivia, who is a necromancer with a drinking problem, and all the hijinks that ensue when you get too drunk and happen to have the power to animate and control the dead, as well as a few other things going on that I think everyone's liking this. We have this tagged as an 18-year-old and up title, and that's primarily just because each issue does have its own cocktail recipe. Warning done. What else do we got going on? I just got off my chats with the team members for Tibby and her Time Traveling Psychedelic Mushrooms #2. We're looking to get some stuff done on that in March so that we can take it to Kickstarter later this year. We're going to be bringing 47 Furious Tales, the collected editions of Volume 1 through 3, issues 1 through 3 in one volume. And then we're going to also be working on issue 4 later on this year. I've got to talk with Nick Capone a little more about how and when we're going to do the Reign of Ages issue 4 schedule, but we'll get that knocked out. And then later this year, we're also going to do our very first superhero comic. Other things we got planned, we've got a couple of tabletop role-playing books under the Open Game license that we're looking to release. I think everyone's going to be really happy with those. Of those, we're looking at getting out Sinopa Omnibus Volume 3, which is much delayed, and hope to get that out in the next couple of months. And then also Tarot Adventures Book 4, which brings us back to Glenfollow for a little bit of intrigue, a little decision making that's going to be crucial to the ongoing storyline for the whole region, and some fantastic art that we are hiring Kelsey Cohen, Kelsey. Sorry, pardon me, Kelsey Hardigan. I'm sorry, her married name, Kelsey Hardigan, to get that done. Kelsey, sorry. Colin, sorry. I messed up. Doing this in one take, so hey. But yeah, Kelsey Hardigan will get that done. Fantastic artist. She's done work in Dungeons and Dames, both editions. She's done work before on other projects for us, including the Sinopa Omnibus. The art prints that we've done from some of her work actually grace the school my daughter goes to, as well as some other schools for elementary and preschool kids in my area. So, I mean, always happy to be able to put cool, fun, kid-friendly work out as well. So, fantastic work, Kelsey. Love what you do. And a number of other things that we've got going on behind the scenes that we're not yet ready to announce yet. But something really important I do want to bring up. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been in business now since 2017, and that's a pretty good run so far. And I'm looking forward to years and years to come. But I want to say thank you to all of you who have supported our crowdfunding campaigns, those of you who have bought our comics and our role-playing games on the shelf at your local store, those of you who have picked up stuff from me personally at different convention appearances, those of you who have picked up our product through on the spinner racks from Comic Mainstream Distribution out on the West Coast in Oregon. Looking at all you guys at Bigfoot Buds and Malala, love y'all. You guys rock. You guys made a huge difference. You've made it possible for us to not only put out a pretty significant number of titles so far, but also to do so while paying our people the best wages we can manage. I mean, people who have been working for Sinopa now for several years still come back, and we make sure that we continue to make sure they're paid real money, They're paid as per their contracts. They're paid on time. And we do the absolute best by our people because we can, thanks to everything that you've done. So, hats off to you all. Thank you for supporting my little small business. We hope to be here for many, many years to come. For those of you who aren't really familiar with me, Sonopa is basically being built and built up so that one day I can leave it to my children. That is my hope and my aspiration. I want to have a really well developed catalog, really well developed titles, and build it on an ethical foundation so that people can pick up Sonopa products and be comfortable with the fact that they know that the artists who drew this comic or the illustrations in this book, the people who contributed to this work, were treated well, treated fairly. And for those of you who've picked up Dungeons and Dames, those books, all those art pieces remain the property of those individual artists. We print as many copies as we can from those crowdfunding campaigns, and we divide it up between the whole team. During the pandemic especially, you folks who picked up Dungeons and Dames made a huge difference in the lives of our artists. A couple of the artists on those projects told me very specifically that being able to have those books and sell them at their online store in some cases really made the difference between whether or not they were going to be able to pick up groceries that week or not. And it's sad to me that things were so dark for so long for so many people, but I'm really relieved that we were able to help make some difference thanks to your support. So all of you who are watching this, if you've ever picked up a Sonopa book, or if you, whether it's digital or in print, or if you've played in an RPG game where someone was running a Sonopa adventure or using one of the products for it, I mean, you helped. You made a difference in the lives of real people. And I can't think of a better thing to be proud of than that. We were able to have a small part in that. So enough of that. I just want to say thank you. I look forward to bringing many new cool products to you in the future. And we're going to be working on bringing more video content out, and not just like, hey, this is our crowdfunding campaign, back our stuff. I'm going to be working on getting interviews with some artists. We're going to talk about their experience working as a professional artist in comics and role-playing games, game design, and we'll be taking and putting those up here so that we can kind of bring some informative, positive content to YouTube. So, I mean, if you're expecting, coming to YouTube and expecting drama, expecting half-ass hype, no, we're going to try and bring some real meaningful content that maybe it helps some of you who are aspiring writers or who are aspiring artists or people who are looking to found your own company to do the same thing that you see people like me and Max DeVille and Larry Higgins and Billy Tucci and Brian Polito and all the huge number of guys in the tabletop world who are making so many cool things. Whether you're doing $1,000 a year in sales or $100,000 a year in sales, which I've never come close to, but there's so much to be said for being able to let your creativity out. And so I hope that the coming videos that we'll be putting out this year will in some way help and hopefully maybe even inspire you to bring your own work out to the world. All right, video's getting too long, so I'm going to sign off. As always, if you have any comments, questions, criticisms, or concerns, please feel free to comment below. Please do like and subscribe because, like I said, we are going to bring you more content here. And then we'll be sharing this on different platforms. So, do whatever if you like the content, share it out with other folks and poke fun or say, hey, yeah, cool. All right. Today's word of the day. Thanks. Talk to you later.